Yo, what's up YouTube? This is Alvin coming to you live from Singapore, and today I'm going to talk to you about TPG Mobile. TPG Mobile is the fourth telco in Singapore, and I'm going to talk to you about the four main things that people around Singapore are talking about, like how to get the SIM card, where, and the troubles of getting the SIM card, the issues that you might face while using this SIM card, or even getting this SIM card, and of course whether it is a good deal to get this SIM card or this mobile plan that TPG is advertising, which is a pretty good deal, I might say, because it's only $10 for 50 gig and $5 for senior plan, which is for 20 gigs worth 300-minute talk time. I think it's pretty good. It's not bad. I've been using it on my main line. I've actually ported over my very first number that I've been using since day one over to TPG Mobile. And my thoughts on the matter will be closer to the end of the video. But first, let's talk about how to get a SIM card. As many of you who have subscribed to the free SIM card, I believe it's a seamless thing. You basically need to they will email you, and you get converted or something like that. But last year, when you purchase the SIM card, but it's free, this time because of social distancing and the pandemic going on, any outlet, I think at a given time, they only allow like 15 people to queue. And before you could even queue to get the SIM card, you basically have to purchase the SIM card online. You can't purchase it at the store. Having said that, you can actually log on, through your phone to purchase it, input your credit card, and take a picture of your IC back and front, which is they need it to apply the SIM card. And after which, you get an email. That email has a barcode which they need to scan. And once that's done, you actually do need to head down to any of the outlet in Singapore. I think there's 4 or 5, I can't remember. The latest one being Tampines Interchange, which is just next to McDonald's. You can't miss it. The TPG banners are all around. Like I said, there's only 15 people at a given time. You do need to head down to the outlet and get yourself a time slot. It's pretty important because you can't go there on the spot to collect the SIM card. Then it might change because let's say if it's a peak period like during the weekends, you do basically need to get the time slot and the queue number. But let's say if it's on a weekday and the queue is fairly slow, you might join the queue if the attendant or the staff there allows it. But what I did was I went there at 2 p.m. I couldn't join the queue. I had to get the 6 p.m. time slot, and then after which I came back at 6 p.m., joined the queue, and then I got my SIM card. I ported over my number to TPG, and it was pretty seamless. Like I said, I joined the queue at 6 p.m. I got the SIM card at 7 p.m. The porting over and the activation of the SIM card was about midnight. But again, disclaimer, they did mention that it's for about 24 hours, so do bear that in mind. It's pretty standard across all activation of SIM cards. But of course, if there's any issues with activating the SIM card or even using the SIM card for that matter, that's where the customer service comes in mind. The customer service is pretty lacking from what I can tell from the Facebook page and their emails, which is kind of non-existent. You email them and there's no reply. I think they are being bombarded by so many emails. And so far, I think going down to the outlet to get your issues handled by the staff, get your queries answered by the staff is the best way to go. You don't need to queue. I think you don't need to, but do bear that in mind that heading down to the outlet is the best way possible. Let's talk about how to use the SIM card. Many of you who have subscribed to the free 2 gig might not be aware that for now, because there's the 300-minute talk time and you're paying for it, there's 2 ways to use your phone. For now, I'm using iPhone. I don't have an Android phone. And I have an iPhone 6 over here and an iPhone 11. iPhone 6 and iPhone 11, once you slot the SIM card in, it doesn't actually register when you want to use the phone to call. For the iPhone 6, you do need to download the TPG app. The TPG app is free on the App Store. Once you downloaded it, you input your username, which is your handphone number, and the password. The password is, if you don't know, you can always reset it. They will give you another email to get the password in. And yeah, once that's done, using the TPG app on the older phones could be a bit tedious because you have to enter the app and then you press the call. But once you get used to that, calling people and receiving call is pretty okay. The network is pretty fine. Data on it, it's also not bad. I've been using it outdoors. I've been playing Pokemon Go. I've been Googling, searching relevant things on an everyday basis. And so far, for the close to 1 month of usage, I can safely report that so far the network is holding up. There lies the issue. Underground network is non-existent, people. So TPG Mobile, TPG whatever, I do beg you to get your underground network up and running. Like I said, it is $10. So far, I've been using it and it's totally okay for outdoor use. Heck, even in shopping malls where you're in the basement one, supermarkets, deep in buying your grocery, the network still holds up. Not as great as, like your Singtel or your StarHub, who has been established in Singapore for ages. TPG network still needs to get their network up and running, and I believe they will get it up and running as fast as they can. So, but if I were you, getting on board this TPG network $10 or $5 deal is pretty good. So right now, it doesn't run on 4G. I'll tell you this much. It runs on LTE at the moment, but LTE is perfectly fine. It's as close as 4G as it gets. Latency lag is not really an issue, I think. Having said that, I'm not really played mobile games that often, or any extensive use of gaming on the TPG network or the mobile. Pokemon Go is still okay. I forgot to mention that if you are using the TPG SIM card and your phone does not support direct call, you do need to download the TPG app. And if you go into the Singapore App Store and you type TPG, you will find 2 apps, My TPG and TPG 4G Voice. But the My TPG Utilities does not work. You can tell by the star rating is a 1 star. It hasn't been able to access for Singapore. I don't know why. I think it's only for Australia use at the moment. Hopefully that will change in the near future. But to access the call function using the app, you have to download the TPG 4G Voice. Don't worry. Once you open it up and then you access everything, the permissions, when you call, it will use the call minutes instead of the data, as you will tell when you start using it. If you want to check your utilities, as this utilities app is not in use, you have to go to the website tpgmobile.sg and then you click on my account, click on all the mobile number and the password, and then you access the account. You can even change your credit card details in the account itself. So this is my thoughts on the matter for TPG Mobile. I will continue using the SIM card as I go along, and if I report any issues, which from their Facebook page, there were so many issues like double billing, all the cancellations. People are canceling it because I think because when they got the free 2 gigs, they couldn't cancel after when it was converted to the normal, mobile plan and everything. So do bear that in mind. Go down to the outlet and get yourself queries, answered. It's as safe as it gets, because I think emails get lost. And even Facebook page, they don't really answer that much. So having said that, their Facebook page, when you have the query there, they answer it pretty quicker than emails apparently. So this is my thoughts on TPG Mobile. I will update you as I go along. And if you like for me to talk more about anything in Singapore, anything that pertaining to Singapore, do like and subscribe to my channel down below. And I will catch you guys next time. Bye bye.